Hi, Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone, especially to Madam Amy, my lecturer for this subject. So, here I will present my presentation titled The Impact of Current Educational Changes on Student Social Mobility Towards Producing Global Citizen. My name is Muhammad Muklis bin Ishaq from Class TESOL 2023-2028. So, education plays a very important role in shaping individuals' opportunities, social status, and future career. In today's modern society, education is not only about gaining academic knowledge, it also involves developing important skills such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and also communication. In many countries, including Malaysia, education is viewed as a powerful tool that can help individuals improve their and also economic conditions. Through education too, people from disadvantaged backgrounds are able to gain better opportunities in employment and achieve a higher standard of living. This means that education can help individuals move from a lower socioeconomic backgrounds to a better position in society. Therefore, this presentation, I will evaluate how current educational changes influence students' social mobility and how these changes help produce individuals who are capable of participating in a globalized world. I would like to begin my presentation with a quote from our former Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj. According to Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj, the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. These statements highlight how important education is shaping in the future generation. Through effective educational reforms and better learning opportunities, students can develop their knowledge, skills, and values needed to contribute positively in society as a global citizen. Without further ado, let's move to the introduction. Education plays a major role in shaping the development of a country and its citizens. In Malaysia, the Ministry of Education has introduced many educational reforms to ensure that students are well prepared for the challenges of the 21st century. These reforms focus on integrating innovation, creativity, digital technology, and information and communication technologies into the education system. The aim of these changes is not only to improve students' academic achievements, but also to ensure that students develop skills that are relevant in the modern world. For example, students are now encouraged to participate in collaborative learning activities, digital learning platforms, and project-based learning tasks or PBL. These learning experiences help students develop problem-solving skills and the ability to work effectively with others. At the same time, these educational changes can significantly influence students' social mobility. Social mobility refers to the ability of individuals to improve their social and economic status through opportunities such as education and employment. When the students have access to quality education and modern learning opportunities, they have a better chance of achieving higher academic success. This can eventually lead to a better career opportunities and improve socio-economic conditions. Therefore, this presentation will examine how educational reforms influence social mobility and how they contribute to the development of a global citizens. So now let us look at the concept of social mobility. Social mobility refers to the movement of individuals of or groups from one social or economic class to another within a society. In many societies, people are often categorized into different social classes based on factors such as income level, educational background, and also occupation. Education is widely recognized as one of the most important factors that influence social mobility. When individuals receive higher levels of education, they are more likely to obtain better employment opportunities and earn higher income levels. For example, a student from low-income family may experience upward social mobility by completing higher education and becoming a professional such as teacher, engineer, or a doctor. Through education, individuals are able to gain specialized knowledge and skills that are valued in the job market. This shows that education can act as bridge that helps individuals improve their living standards and move to a higher social status. Without access to quality education, it may be more difficult for individuals to achieve these opportunities. Therefore, educational policies and reforms are extremely important because they influence how easily individuals can achieve social mobility. Now, it's time for us to look at the types of social mobility. There are several types of social mobility that can occur within a society. The first type is upward mobility, which occurs when individuals improve their social or economic status. For example, students from disadvantaged backgrounds may achieve upward mobility when they obtain higher education and secure professional careers with higher income. The second type is downward mobility, which occurs when individuals experience a decline in their social or economic status. This may happen due to unemployment, financial problems, economic crisis, or lack of access to educational opportunities. The third type is horizontal mobility, which refers to the movement within the same social level without major changes in social status. For example, a teacher who transfers from one school to another but remains in the same position and salary levels experience horizontal mobility. Understanding these types of mobility help us understand how education influences individuals' life opportunities. Education can either create opportunities for upward mobility or limit opportunities if access to education is unequal. Alright, so moving on, let us look at the factors affecting social mobility. Several factors influence whether individuals are able to achieve social mobility. One of the most important factors is the access to quality education. Students who attend schools with a good facilities, qualified teachers, and effective learning environments often have a better academic outcomes. Another important factor is the family's socio-economic background. Families with higher income levels are usually able to provide additional educational resources such as books, tuition classes, and digital devices such as phone and tablet. These resources can give students additional support in their learning. Government policies also play a very important role, which is educational reforms, scholarship programs, and financial assistance can help students from disadvantaged backgrounds continue their education. Access to technology has also become increasingly important in this modern educational environments. Students who have access to the internet and digital marketing and to digital knowledge and can develop their valuable technology skills better. All these factors together influence students' chances of improving their social status through the education. Now, let's move on to the educational changes in Malaysia. In recent years, Malaysia has implemented several educational reforms to improve the quality of education and prepare students for future changes. These reforms aim to transform the education system by integrating digital technology, encouraging innovative teaching methods, and promoting meaningful learning experiences. Teachers are now encouraged to use student-centered learning approaches that allow students to actively participate in the learning process. For example, students may take part in group discussions, collaborative projects, and problem-solving activities during the lesson. These methods shift the focus from the teacher-centered instruction to more active student participation. This approach helps students become more independent learners who are able to think critically and share their ideas. Educational reforms also encourage the use of digital learning tools and online platforms to support teaching and learning. This allows students to access learning materials more easily and explore knowledge beyond the classroom. As a result, these educational changes not only improve academic learning, but also help students develop competencies that are necessary for success in the globalized world. Moving on to the educational transformation and the social mobility. Educational transformation has a strong impact on students' opportunities for social mobility. One important example is the integration of the digital technologies in education. Digital technology allows students to access a wide range of learning materials, such as educational videos, online courses, and interactive learning platforms. Students are no longer limited to textbooks as their only source of information. Instead, they are able to explore knowledge from multiple sources and learn independently. This access to knowledge helps reduce educational inequality, especially for students who may not have access to the traditional learning resources. Educational transformation also improves teaching strategies. Teacher can use multimedia presentation, digital quizzes, and collaborative online activities to make lesson more interactive. When students experiencing engaging learning environment, they are more motivated to learn and perform well academically. As a result, they may have better opportunities to pursue higher education and obtain better employment later in the future. Therefore, education transformation plays a crucial role in promoting upward social mobility. Now, let's dive into the students' aspiration and global citizenship. Educational changes also influence students' aspiration and future goals. Modern education systems encourage students to develop important skills such as leadership, creativity, communication, and critical thinking. These skills are essential for success in today's rapidly changing workforce. When students are exposed to diverse learning experiences, they often develop higher aspirations for their future. For example, students may become motivated to pursue higher education, professional careers, or leadership roles in their communities. Education also exposes students to the global perspective and new ideas. This encourages them to think beyond their immediate environment and consider global issues. Students who develop strong aspirations are more likely to work hard and strive for academic success. At the same time, the skills they develop also prepare them to become global citizens who can collaborate with people from diverse cultures and backgrounds. Now, let's talk about the school climate and social mobility. School climate refers to the overall environment within a school. This includes relationships between teachers and students, classroom atmosphere, school values, and the overall culture of a school. A positive school climate is very important for effective learning. When students feel safe, respected, and supported, they are more willingly to participate and actively in the classroom activities. Supportive teachers play a very important role in creating this positive environment. Teachers who encourage students and recognize their efforts can help build students' confidence and motivation. Indeed, positive relationships between teachers and students also improve communication and trust in the classroom. This creates an environment where students feel comfortable asking questions and also expressing their ideas. As a result, students develop stronger academic skills and interpersonal skills. These improvements can lead to a better academic performance and increased opportunities for social mobility. Now, let's discuss about the meaningful learning. Meaningful learning occurs when students are able to connect classroom knowledge with real-life experiences. Instead of memorizing facts only for examinations, students actively engage with the learning process itself. Teachers may use approaches such as project-based learning, PBL, inquiry-based learning, and also collaborative group discussions. Through these activities, students explore ideas, analyze information, and apply knowledge to solve real-world problems. This process encourages students to think critically and develop deeper understanding of their study. Meaningful learning also allows students to develop important life skills. These include communication skills, teamwork, decision making, and problem solving abilities. When students understand how their learning relates to real life situations, they are more motivated and engaged. As a result, meaningful learning helps students to prepare for future academic and professional challenges. So, what about the innovation and education? Innovation in education involves introducing new teaching methods, technologies, and strategies that improve learning experience. Teacher may use multimedia presentations, digital learning tools, and interactive classroom activities. These methods help make lessons more engaging and easier for students to understand. For example, visual presentations, videos, and educational simulations can help students grasp concepts more clearly. Innovation in education also encourage students to think creatively and explore new ideas. Students are encouraged to ask questions, share perspectives, and participate in problem-solving activities. These experiences help develop creativity and independent thinking. In addition, innovative teaching approaches help students develop technological skills that are highly valued in today's workforce. Therefore, innovation in education helps prepare students to compete successfully in the globally job market. Now, let's talk about the positive impacts or the bright side of the educational changes. Educational reforms have many positive impacts on students' social mobility. Firstly, improved access to digital learning resources allows students from different backgrounds to obtain knowledge and skills more easily. Secondly, innovative teaching approaches help students develop competencies such as critical thinking, communication, and also problem solving. These skills are highly valued in modern workplaces. Thirdly, government initiatives such as scholarships, grants, and financial assistance programs provide opportunities for disadvantaged students to continue their education. These programs help reduce financial barriers that may prevent students from pursuing higher education. As more students gain access to quality education, their chances of obtaining better employment opportunities also increase. This contributes to reducing social inequality and improving overall social mobility in a society. So now let's look at the challenges and the limitations. Despite the many benefits of educational reforms, several challenges still exist. One major challenge is the digital divide between urban and rural areas. Some students in rural areas may not have reliable internet access or adequate technological devices. This limits their ability to participate fully in digital learning. Socioeconomic differences also affect students' access to educational resources. Students from low-income family may struggle to obtain learning materials or digital devices needed for modern education. Another challenge is the availability of resources in some schools. Certain schools may lack sufficient facilities, equipment, or qualified teachers. These challenges highlight the need for continuous improvement in educational policies. Ensuring equal access to education is essential if educational reforms are to benefit all students equally. So let's look at the global citizens part. Okay. So one of the key goals to produce a global citizens is the transformation of the citizen itself. What I mean by saying this is global citizens are individuals who possess the knowledge, skills, and values needed to participate responsibly in a global society. They are able to communicate effectively with people from different cultures and backgrounds. They also demonstrate respect for diversity and cultural differences. Education helps develop these qualities by encouraging students to explore global issues and understand different perspectives. Students may learn about topics such as environmental sustainability, social responsibility, and cultural diversity. These learning experiences encourage students to think critically about global challenges. As a result, students become more aware of their role in contributing positively to the society. Through these competencies, students are better prepared to actively participate in both national and also global communities. So now let me wrap up my presentation in these conclusion parts. Okay. In conclusion, education plays a crucial role in promoting social mobility and improving individuals' opportunity in life. Throughout this presentation, we have seen how education allows individuals to move from one social position to another by providing access to knowledge, skills, and better career opportunities. For many students, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds, education serves as an important pathway for improving their socio-economic status. The current educational changes in Malaysia have introduced innovative teaching methods, digital technologies, and meaningful learning approaches that aims to improve the overall quality of education. These reforms encourage student-centered learning, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. As a result, students are not only gaining academic knowledge, but are also developing important competencies that are necessary for success in the modern world. Educational transformation also supports students in becoming more adaptable and capable of responding to the global challenges. Through exposure to digital learning tools, collaborative activities, and real-world learning experiences, students develop the skills that are needed to participate effectively in the global workforce. However, it is also important to recognize that several challenges are still exist. Issues such as educational inequality, limited access to technology, and differences in socio-economic background can affect students' learning opportunities and outcomes. Therefore, continuous improvement in educational policies and reforms is necessary to ensure that our students have equal access to quality education. By strengthening educational systems and providing better learning opportunities, more students will be able to achieve upward social mobility and improve their future prospects. Ultimately, these educational changes play a vital role in shaping a generation of knowledgeable, skillful, and responsible individuals. These individuals will not only contribute to the national developments, but will also become global citizens who are capable of interacting with people from different cultures, solving global challenges, and making positive contributions to the society. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening.